The Giorgio Baldacci Open Nationals took place at the Tennis Center this past weekend. And with us to tell us all about it is Perry Newton. He is the president of the Bahamas Lawn Tennis Association. And we have with us Michael Major Jr. He was the runner-up in the tournament. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Welcome. We always enjoy talking about tennis. It always reminds me that I used to play and I wasn't that good and then I quit, right? But tell us a little bit about the Giorgio Baldacci Open Nationals.
Well, this is the Giorgio Baldacci tournament. Is our year-end tournament. It's an open tournament. So we use this tournament also to select players for our Davis Cup and our Billie Jean King Cup team. This is open to persons once they've reached the age of 14 and up. You can play this tournament. It was very exciting, and it usually is a pretty exciting time because we have a lot of players from college and wherever else they come back and they participate in this tournament.
And so I was going to ask, what makes this one stand out from the other tournaments throughout the year?
I think this one stands out because it's a critical part of our Davis Cup selection. And Michael, he was a part of the Davis Cup team that was promoted to Zone 3 for next year. And so I think the run that they had kind of fueled some of the participation and the excitement this year because they had the perfect run on the men's side and the women's side, same thing, identical records. So I think that kind of hyped it up a lot more than it usually is.
The competition was fierce. How many players?
Well, you have to ask him about the competition level.
Right.
But it was 15 players on both the men and women's side, and we had a good range of persons wanting to participate, from 14 years old up to some older gents.
Young and hot.
Yeah, young and hot. So, it was really exciting to see the persons wanting to be involved with the process.
That's fantastic. Mike, I want to talk to you. Tell us, how was the tournament for you and what were some of your highlights?
For me, I think it was a good tournament, had some tough opponents along the way, but I think I just stayed within how I know how to play. I mean, a lot of the guys I grew up a little bit younger than me, and just to see Gerald, who I played in the finals, I think I played him in his first ever tournament when he was younger, but he's 2 years younger than me, and just to see the level that he's at and to be able to be on the men's team with him is very special to me.
That's very encouraging. Tell us a little bit about your tennis journey. How did you get to this past tournament?
For me, I started playing tennis when I was 3. And, I stuck with it ever since. Didn't play any other sport. Only sports I did was to help with tennis, like track and swimming.
Right.
But I got in tennis because of my dad. He started a little bit later. And then his coach told him, when you have a child, put them in tennis. And I liked it. And, everyone downstairs was talking about my mom because she's in the Softball Hall of Fame.
Okay.
So everybody expected me to play baseball, but I stuck with tennis.
Tell me using that arm for something else,
yes,
right?
Sir.
You can beat your dad now.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. I like it.
That
been happening
a long time ago.
Oh, Dad, watch out.
A long time ago.
Aside from the final, were there any other standout performances or players throughout the tournament?
I think everybody did a phenomenal job. Everybody went out there, they played hard, they did their best. Like he said, he had some good matches. Gerald Carroll, he did well. He was the champion this year, so he had a standout performance. On the women's side, we had the Victor Simone Pratt. She held the ground and she was challenged by a newcomer to the scene, a 14-year-old Addison Monroe. So it was a really good tournament. We had some persons who would have come up through the juniors, and they were off the scene for a while. Kinza Johnson, but she returned for the first time in many years, about 5 years in competition. So it was just good to see persons come back and play. We had past champion Sydney Clark as well, and her sister. So we had some good combinations, sisters rivalries, trying to make the team. The good thing about the persons who didn't make the team now, they still have a second opportunity to make the team. And I think the Bahamas has a core of balanced core right now. On the men's side is now dominated by the up and comers. With the oldest person on last year's Davis Cup team was 23. So MJ, you're about 19 now, right?
Yes, sir.
So it shows a lot of promise for where we're at in our development stage and the potential that we have to continue to excel at the international level.
I'm excited every time you come. You talk about the program, talk about the players. We're looking for great things. Players like yourself moving through the system, representing the Bahamas. What do you have to say to other young people out there, maybe looking to get into tennis? They watching you guys play. They want to be in the finals like you. What words do you have for them?
I say don't be intimidated and don't be scared to put in the work. I mean, like with everything you do, hard work is what gets you to the point where you need to be at. So I just say stick with it. You know, times are going to get tough, but once you stick with it and you keep a strong mentality, you'll be able to make something happen.
Fantastic. Very wise words.
Sir.
Where can people find out more information about the BLTA and upcoming tournaments?
Well, they can check our website, blta.net, or they can look us up on social media, Facebook or Instagram. All you do is type in Bahamas Tennis, and you'll find a whole lot of information, a lot of pictures, a lot of videos of the players. And, you know, like MJ said, sometimes it's hard for persons to gauge their own growth. But when you've watched, you know, players, I could recount MJ from his under 10 days. And so all of the players now, you know, it's hard for them to see where they're at. But, you know, like you said, just stick with it. Right. And, you know, we're always looking for new persons to get involved with the sport because we know it actually changes your life, it changes your family life, and it changes the lives of the persons in your communities.
Wonderful. And we always enjoy having you on the show. Always great things happening on the tennis court. Maybe I can make it back out there one day. Right?
Yes, sir. We want you to come.
Yes, thanks y'all for being here. Congratulations again on a successful tournament. Congratulations on all the successes in the upcoming year.
Thank you.
Thank you both. You're watching Mamas at Sunrise. Y'all go play some tennis. Pow! We'll be right back.